Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome for today's discussion on the holy name by Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Harinam Cintamani. So today is 9th February 2026, and we have gathered here to continue our discussion. So we have been having such a wonderful discussion for the last, 1 month on this book. And we're supposed to finish up this book by last month, but the message is so good that we feel like we can't rush into that. So on this day, okay, I'm so grateful to every one of you for joining us. And today I think it's Muru Vani. I think there's a new person here, is it?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Muru Prabhu.
Okay. Right, okay, now I got it. Okay, so thank you for joining us. Let's start our program by invocation mantra. Invoking all auspiciousness. Okay, before that, I just put a message in the group. Started. How are you all doing? All right, so ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा करमयं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपरकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवं च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथन्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतपरिजनसहितं कृष्णा चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदं सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवरी पसाचरिस्तारिणे। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती नामिने श्रीवर्षभनाविदे विदयिताय कृपाब्दये कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः। माधुर्यो ज्वल प्रेमाद्य श्री रूपनुग भक्ति श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमस्तुते। नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्री मूर्ताय दीनतारिणे रूपनुग विरुद्ध पसिदांत ध्वांतहारिणे। नमो गौर किशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्य मूर्ताय विप्रलंबरा संबोधे पादांबुजयते नमः। नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नामिने गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपनुग वरायते। गौरवीर्भव भूमे स्तव निरस सज्जन प्रिया वैष्णव सार्वभौमा श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। पंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। ओम महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेमा प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतस्य नमः। पंचतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्त रूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्त शक्तिकं। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पदे गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। ताप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवशरी गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं। हरि ओं तत्सत्। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नमो विष्णुपदे कृष्णपदे श्रीमती जयपताका स्वामी नामने नामाचार्य पदाय निताय कृपा पदाय Hare Krishna. All right. So, dear devotees, so welcome. So, today is Monday, 9th February. So, we're going to continue our discussion on this book. All right. So, we are at this page 131 in this book, and in your copy is at page 97. Okay, 97. So, 98. So, we got another 10 more pages to go. All right. So, here we are talking about okay, just a quick reply, this thing. So the worship to the holy name. Okay, the holy name is bliss. The holy name is Ananda. We can excellently be devoted to him. So we can be fantastically devoted to the holy name. The holy name is worshipped, and to be worshipped, your feet is to be held in veneration. Repeatedly, we fall prostrate at your lotus feet and anoint our bodies with the pollen thereof, in order to lead the soul to the highest stage. Okay, to the highest stage, devotee mutually discuss the holy name and sing his glories. So that's what we are doing here. We are discussing about the holy name. We are very, somewhat rather very fortunate. Okay. They believe your name to be Chaitanya in person and always sing and hear Kirtana and is identical with the name. They are purified by it. The holy name is alone Sat and ever existing, an essence of the Vedas. The holy name, who is absolute truth, who is the form in Sachit Ananda, ever Sat, ever existing. Chit means knowing. Ananda means all bliss. Oh Vishnu, it is only by the grace of your name that we are capable of offering these hymns to you. So we should adore and pray to your holy name alone. Okay, so that was last week, and today we're going to start the 8 glorious precepts. What is that? Shikshastaka, the 8 things that Mahaprabhu have mentioned. Okay, they call Shikshastaka. Yes, Sri Shikshastaka. So it says, in his own Shikshastaka, or 8 glorious precepts, Sriman Mahaprabhu has spoken of the glories of the holy name, only in 8 precepts. And he has also given the glimpse of the gradual steps. What is glimpse means? He just like a tips. Okay. He also given a glimpse, the tips, how we can gradually, okay, of Nama Bhajan, gradual steps of Nama Bhajan in those 8 precepts. His sloka beginning with consider yourself humbler than the grass. Okay. What is the first sloka?
Cheto Darpana.
Okay. Cheto Darpana Marjana. Okay. Say the mantra, Prabhu. Cheto Darpana Marjanam.
Bhava Mahadavagni Nivarpanam.
Mahadavagni Nirvapanam.
Kairava Chandrika Vidaranam.
Okay.
Vidyavadu Jeevanam. Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam. Pradipadam Purnamartha Swadanam. Sarvanapanam Param Vijayade. Sri Krishna Sangeet.
Haribol. Fantastic. Okay. So we also at first thought of doing these classes, but anyway. So this is the thing. So the one of the glimpse that he says, consider yourself humbler than the grass. Humbler than the grass means what? We should not have any kind of ego in our heart. Sometimes out of egoism, we try to say, who am I? What am I? You don't know what is my background, all this kind of nonsense. So we should be always humbler. Okay, they didn't say humble than the grass. You must be humbler. That means you must be even lower than the grass. Okay, so we should be even humbler. We should be humbler than the grass. That means the grass is already humble, but we should be even more humble than the grass. Okay, so this is actually the hint as how to adore the holy name. This is the hint on how to adore the holy name. Okay, after avoiding the 10 offenses. So now, my dear Prabhus and mothers, so once we can avoid the 10 offenses, that's when we can come to this level. That how we can be humbler than the grass. So we have to be very, very, very humble. Sometimes you see some puffed up people, especially in devotee circle, are there. So what we are doing here, we are trying to learn something so that we are trying to correct ourselves. Sometimes to correct ourselves, we have to look for other external or some kind of examples. All right. So even Bhakti Loka, Bhakti Vinod Thakur is saying, in order to make an example, if you hint some devotees, it's not an offense. All right. So it's like that. So now when we are advancing in the chanting of the holy name, so what are the things that we should consider? Am I humbler than the grass? If you are not humbler than the grass, there is most likely you may not get the rasa. So now after in just now the previous paragraph we saw that the name is so adorable, so wonderful, Sachit Ananda, and it's so blissful, and to dedicate the life into that is worthwhile effort. But in that effort, so in that thing, if you want to get the full namaras, so what we should do? We should become humbler than the grass. That's the suggestion by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay. So in order to do that, we should avoid the 10 offenses. If we still cannot be humble, when we still feel a kind of stuck up or a kind of attitude still exists in ourselves, we should understand that we are not following, we are breaking any of the 10 rules. This is something we have to check and balance. So you write it in a journal. Journaling. That day Muru Mataji was asking, I was advising her what is journaling is all about. And I've been advising everybody to do journal. This is very important. Today, if suddenly, okay, now I'm chanting, why I'm not getting the taste? You have to contemplate why you're not having the taste. Sometimes when your beloved, your wife or your husband, not paying attention to you, showing long face, we cannot simply ignore that. We have to simply, what we will do, we will sit and wonder, where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Huh? Is there anything I did wrong? Say your supervisor, your manager, or whoever it is, your parents, your children start to show some long face. You should be wondering, where did I go wrong? Did anything happen? So like that, if we are not getting the taste, especially in the holy name, we should sit and wonder, where did I go wrong? Go back to the 10 offenses. Write down the 10 offenses in your journal. Always think, which are the offenses that you are breaking for the day? Oh, I'm not chanting attentively. You mark there. I am not chanting attentively. Why? Because my mind is agitated. I was waiting for some kind of important messages. I kept the phone on. Suddenly, with every vibration, I'm opening my eyes and looking at the phone. So that means, because of that, I didn't get the taste. Or if I showed some character to the fellow devotees, anything went wrong. Okay, something went wrong. But at the same time, we also must understand, we also discuss that what is devotee all about. Devotee means we are talking about the people that fully surrender to Krishna. And they have all good qualities. Not anyone simply with tilak, with sikha and all these things. Okay. So we have to know, because we are studying nectar. We have studied nectar of instruction. We have studied Bhakti Loka. We also studied nectar of devotion. And now we are going through Harinam Cintamani. So now you should be able to identify what is the devotees is all about. So after we find out the character of the devotees, what we should do? Just simply avoid them. That's all. You don't need to speak about them. No need to confront them. Okay. So this is the thing. So that's when we can be humbler than the grass. This sloka, followers for money, I want not. Okay. Followers of money, I want not. That means I don't want anybody who are karmi. So now this speaks about of the selflessness of the Nama Bhajan. It speaks about selflessness in Nama Bhajan, in devotional spirit. Devotional spirit. So devotion is unactuated by any lustful motive. What does that mean? So devotion spirit. So devotion unactuated. That means you are actually, you don't have any kind of tint of lustful desire. So what lustful desire we are talking about? Lustful motive. What is the lustful motive that we are talking about? That means, where is it? Like this. Okay. I do not want money. I am not hard up for money. All right. Or to associate with karmi. So because the devotion spirit is selfless Nama Bhajan in devotion. So devotion unactuated for unlustful motive. So lustful means it's not only lust over woman or what. That means the burning desire that you cannot control. Then this sloka, O son of Nanda, tell us how to make the plaintive report to the Lord. Look at that plaintive report, because Bhaktivinoda Thakur is a magistrate. All right, he's using all that Lord term. Tell us how to make a plaintive report to the Lord. How to give report, the real report, the actual report. The last two slokas describe the process of Vraja Bhajan. What Bhajan? Vraja Bhajan. Vraja means the place of Vrindavan. So process of in the mood of Vrindavan. In the mood of Vrindavan. And what is that mood of Vrindavan? Where one loves Krishna and one loves Krishna to serve him either in Sambhoga, that means union, or Vipralamba Rasa, deeper union in separation. So now we are all in Malaysia, right? Some of you are in Malaysia, some of you from South America, and all these people, everyone is here. So what we are saying is we are not in Vrindavan, right? So Sambhoga is something maybe we might not experience, but we can be in Vipralamba. Vipralamba means in separation. When can I go to Vrindavan? When can I see Krishna? When is that? When is this? So Vipralamba, deeper union. All right? In separation. Okay. Now, or in both after being completely and spontaneously attached to Srimati Radharani. Okay. So in Vipralamba, deeper union, separation, or in both. That means Sambhoga or Vipralamba. When after, why these things quite okay? After so both that means after and both after being completely, first completely, then second spontaneously attached to Srimati Radharani. Okay, the Shastras have eulogized. That means give example, highlighted so highly that so often the glorious of the holy name that their number of legion to describe them is to be write a big volume that of Sri Hari Bhakti Vilas. What does that mean? So the Shastras, where is it? So the Shastras have eulogized, all right, have given a eulogy. Eulogy means spoke on behalf or to glorify. Okay, he glorified so highly, at the same time so often, that the glories of the holy name, that their number of legion to describe. That means to describe the holy name, a person need to write a big volume book like Hari Bhakti Vilas. Hari Bhakti Vilas is such a big book. So it has the glorious is unending. It is never ending glorious. Go on, very glorious. So in other words, in order to speak about it, the eulogy that Shastra says, you can go around writing such a big volume of book. And Haridas Thakur is giving an example like Hari Bhakti Vilas. I'm not sure how big is the Hari Bhakti Vilas. But when he described Hari Bhakti Vilas as a big volume, I think Hari Bhakti Vilas is really big. So we hardly have any more space in this small volume to discuss them at length. So Haridas Thakur is saying, so we hardly have enough space. We don't have enough space in this particular book, all right, in a small volume to discuss them at length. So that means it's unlimited. So thus, then he said thus, stopping here, with the glories of the holy name, we attempt a very short survey of the process of Nama Bhajan. So Haridas Thakur is saying what? So therefore, we stop here. All right. With the glories of the, so all the glories that we have read, we stop here. Because if you want to talk, this book is not enough. So we stop here. Okay. Now we attempt a very short survey. Now let's make a short survey or quick outlook. Quick outlook in the process of Nama Bhajan. So far, you all following me on this? Do you understand? Put a thumbs up. Yes. Okay. All right. So, okay. So let's make a short survey. Now is the important part is starting. Okay, let's go through it very nicely. Devotees who are desirous of ascending means going up to the terrace of prema, or that means to the platform of prema, should means its instruction, should remember a few points even before entering the field of Nama Bhajan. Okay. So again, he says, devotees who are desiring of ascending the terrace of prema. How many of you have the desire to ascend into the terrace of prema? How many of you want to go to the level of prema? Put a thumbs up or whatever, whichever. Unmute. Say yes. It's
Yes,
going to be very
Prabhu.
Yes,
yes.
Prabhu.
Yes.
Correct. Everybody wants to go to prema. It's so beautiful. Even to talk, listen about this itself gives extreme excitement. Imagine when you actually taste it. All right. Just like reading a novel. I think some of you should have experienced reading novel when you're during your younger time. When reading a novel, a love story, even reading that novel gives so much of a kind of feeling. Then we go for some romantic movie like love stories. We watch that, wow, so nice. Even reading and watching is so nice. Imagine if you are experiencing it. Of course, in Kali Yuga, all that experience is only short-lived. Maybe the romantic feeling, just can be last for 1, 2 years, 3 years after marriage. That's it. After that, the reality come in. They start, there'll be boxing match in the house. Okay, it's quite common anyway. But how nice. The thing in Vrindavan, the prema is eternal. But in here, the prema is temporary. All right? You just get a glimpse of it. The glimpse of it. So therefore, now Bhakti Vinod Thakur is saying very clearly. What he's saying, if you desire to go up to the level of prema, you should remember these few points. Not even many points, only few points. All right? Before entering the field of Nama Bhajan. So some or other today we are very fortunate. We are studying that book. And those people who are listening to online this video, let me tell you, please watch fully. Don't run. It's very rare people watch, because sometimes after I post the thing in the this thing, it says average watch time 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So many people, some people watch full, some people, that's why I put average. That means people are just listening 2 hours lecture, they only listen for 5 minutes. What a waste. Anyway, so remember the few points before entering to the field of Nama Bhajan. Number 1, they should know for certain. They should know for certain, without any doubt, that the form of Krishna, the form of Krishna's name, and the form of service to Krishna, and the form of Krishna's servants are eternally free and eternally spiritual. Okay? Please highlight this thing in your book. Underline. Firstly, they should know for certain. Certainly they should know, without anything, that the form of Krishna, the deities, or the form of Krishna's name, KRSNA, the form of service to Krishna, any kind of service that you perform to Krishna, and the form of Krishna's servants, that means they are pure devotees, are eternally, that means they are forever free and eternally spiritual. Very important. Okay, that's the first thing we should understand. Krishna, his abode, and paraphernalia are all spiritual and beyond the grasp of Maya. What does that mean? Krishna's abode, Goloka, Vrindavan, Vaikuntha Loka, and paraphernalia. That means all the things that he's wearing, like the Sangha, Chakra, Gada, or is whatever things that is Vastra, that means he's wearing the dhoti, peacock feather, everything is all spiritual. And that place, Maya cannot reach, beyond the reach of Maya, the illusory energy. Then, no mundane consideration exists in seva or service. All right? No mundane consideration. That means when you do seva, there is no consideration. Mundane consideration, like materially attack, material contamination. I mean, consideration. Right? Oh, I cannot wash toilet. Why? How am I supposed to do it? I'm a doctor. I'm an engineer. How can I go and wash toilet? Cannot. Huh? Oh, the floor. All this kind of consideration does not exist in the service. The seat, room, garden, forest, Yamuna river, and every other things of Krishna are spiritual and hence untouchable by matter. Yes? Please mute. The seat, room, garden, forest, Yamuna river, everything, every other thing of Krishna. That means when you go to the temple, Rajendra Prabhu, please mute. Okay. Okay. All these things are spiritual. And all these things are untouchable by matter. They are further aware of the fact that this belief is not blindly worldly faith. It's not blind worldly faith. They are aware that this fact of belief, that means this kind of belief, it is not a blind belief or sentimental belief. It is absolutely true and eternal. It is absolutely true and eternal. Okay. The exact form of all these do not in truth manifest on this earth actually. All these exact form of all these do not in truth manifest in this earth. Such ideas may perpetually reign in the pure heart of the pure devotees. Here, the fruit of all this spiritual practice is self-realization. Can you imagine? So that means what? The fruit of all these spiritual practice is self-realization. When we practice the sadhana bhakti, when we practice, follow all these rules, believe that everything is eternal, everything is Krishna, what is that advantage? What is the thing that you're supposed to come? You come to the level of self-realization. What self-realization? First step of self-realization, we start to believe we are not this body. The second step, we understand I have a relationship with Krishna. And that relationship is eternal. And number three, the third realization, I am part and parcel of Krishna. And I am living in this gross body, whereby I am spiritual. Therefore, I am at this marginal level. In marginal level, if I fall up to gross, I cannot be happy. But as a spirit, that I am the spirit, but I use this matter and engage in spiritual service, I can be happy. And that happiness is a normal condition. I was so surprised when I read that. When you chant Hare Krishna, when you start to go back to the spiritual side, you come to the normal condition. So normal condition of human being is to be happy. You know, it's not like a normal human being has to like suffer and cry and this thing. All right. Then after that, you start to practice sadhana bhakti. Well, I'm a atomic soul. I engage in Krishna service. I slowly and surely I'm improving my sadhana. I'm working hard towards my bhakti. I work and work and work and work and work. I follow, then slowly all the anarthas will start to go away. The first step, I start to clean the temple, wash the pot. Then eventually I start to do this book distribution. Then I start to engage, associate with devotees. I chant Hare Krishna. I eat prasadam. Somehow or other get some higher taste. That higher taste is considered a kind of little sukriti. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, sorry. So I get little sukriti. After I get little sukriti, I start to improve. I start to practice more and more sadhana bhakti. After I start to improve, I start to acquire knowledge, buddhi. When the purification start happening in our heart, that's when the knowledge will come in. When the knowledge come in, it doesn't matter. Even the professor also can study this. The professor, anybody, any Tom, Dick and Harry also can study this. But that knowledge will turn into realization. Turn into nectarian, taste. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay. So the knowledge will turn into what? Awareness. The awareness is what? That you want to protect yourself. You're aware. You know that our mind is so fragile. Our character is so fragile. Anytime easily ego can be triggered. So I'm aware of not doing this. And that's when you start to be attentive. In that attentiveness and through the knowledge and through the awareness, then you come to the second level of realization. First, you have first realization, now second level self-realization. And what is that? That I have an eternal form in Krishna, in Goloka. I'm not sure what is my Swarupa Siddhi. Am I a servant of Krishna? Am I a tree? Am I a deer? Am I a bumblebee? Or am I a gopi? Or am I what they call servant of Manjari, Sakhi? Or am I the Gopal? We still have not realized it. So eventually, all these things, you will understand that. So there's two types of self-realization. First self-realization is to understand your constitutional position. Second self-realization, which is advanced, you understand your eternal servant to Krishna. What is your duty in the eternal service? So now we are only struggling with our first attempt. Even in the first attempt itself, sometimes we struggle so badly. There's lots of struggle. In order to maintain our character, maintain our attitude, maintain our sadhana. And sometimes in the devotee association, little thing can trigger a quarrel. Little thing can trigger egoism. Who am I? That is this and that. Oh, I've been here, this movement for the last 40 years. But what's the point? It doesn't matter how many years you are in the movement, my dear Prabhus and mothers. Please remember this. The seniority depends on the level of surrender to Krishna. The one that always don't talk about seniority is the one who are pure soul. But the one who are not even to that level, when they still have that ahankar, they still will talk about the divisions. I am senior, you're junior. Listen to me, talk to me, So like that. So the seniority and the juniority is still in a material condition of life. But in the real spiritual condition of life, seniority means the level of surrender you have. How surrendered are you? Like Bhakti Keshava Swami. By years and by age, he's very much junior to me. He was in Malaysia. Bhakti Keshava Maharaj from London. He was here. When I looked at him, such a young boy, such a young Swami and everything. Can I go to him and say, Maharaj, I'm senior to you. I've been 32 years in the movement. I am this, I am that. You are how long? Oh, 15 years only. I am a junior. Can I say that? No. When I see him, I have to offer my prostrate obeisances to him. Why? Because his level of surrender is far superior than what I have. That's why he could take sannyas. He renounced, he surrendered. So all that we should understand. All right. So that means such ideas, once we understand, we are not this in a blind faith, blind form. We are not blinded. We are not ignorant. We understand all this truth manifest. That means we understand all these is not this material sentiment. So that idea may perpetually reign. The idea will start to reign means you start to control yourself, your kingdom of the heart. And who is the king in your heart? The anarthas, the Maya. I am this. I am a man. I'm an Indian. I'm a Malaysian. I'm a Hindu. I'm Christian. I'm this. I am that. I'm donkey. I'm horse. All this kind of character. The anarthas are sitting like an emperor in your heart. And that emperor has been ruling us for the time immemorial. And the emperor simply loves to see you suffer. And who is the emperor? The emperor worships Maya. So by the help of Maya, the illusion, this emperor taken over yourself. But now you have to dethrone the emperor, kick him out. So by all this gradual process of sadhana bhakti, by the mercy of Krishna, and that mercy of Krishna you only can receive by Nama Bhajan, Hari Nam, only that. You may do all kind of ritual. You can do fantastic deity worship. You can do fantastic yagya. Still, you can never get the sukriti, the taste. Namaras. The Namaras only can get by tasting the Nama. So by continuous chanting of the holy name, we just go on chanting and chanting and chanting. What happened? The Maya Devi says, well, this person is sincerely seeking for Krishna. Now I want to change my form. I want to change my form. What form you want to change? Now I want to change to favor this person. Example, what happened in Ramayana? Ravana had a boon. Whenever he called upon Lord Shiva will appear. But when Ram came and attacked Lanka, he start to see all the demons, all the great generals all start dying. All right? All the generals all start dying. Indraprastha, something. So one by one start getting killed. In that anxiety, he called upon Lord Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. Lord Shiva appeared. Yes, Ravana, what can I do for you? No, this guy Rama is coming to attack me. I want you to protect me. And Shiva says, no. I can protect you from anything, not from him. I suggest you go to surrender to him. Pop, it disappeared. So the Lord Shiva that providing for for Ravana, at that moment, Lord Shiva says, cannot go and surrender to him. Similarly, the Maya that has been putting you in illusion, after seeing that we are sincere, the Maya will turn and start to be favorable to us. So when the Maya became favorable to us, the emperor that sits in our heart will start to lose all its, its energy and everything. After he starts to lose energy, he doesn't have any favor from the divine. He tried to rule, somehow or other get kicked off. After he get kicked off, the real Sukriti will come and sit in our heart. All right? And all the same idea perpetually start to reign. He start to sit in the heart. And after he sit in the heart, he become the new emperor. He conquered everything. So he's perpetually reign. Reign means he ruled. He sit in the throne of the heart of a pure devotees. That's why to associate with pure devotees, just to see them, just for them to look at you, it is all such a beautiful, such a powerful kind of blessings. Because their aura is so powerful. They carry Krishna in their heart. They are personified of Krishna in the form of a guru or a pure devotee. When he walk around, everybody will get the Sukriti, the blessings. Right? So those who have realized the form of Krishna, as well as their own self means, what is your Swarupa Siddhi? We've yet to find out. Do before long. That means before it takes long, attain Vastu Siddhi. Vastu. Vastu means what? Place. The place or the house. That's why I call Vastu Sastra. Vastu means place. So you get the Siddhi means you attain the place. That means you enter the eternal pastime of Krishna in the spiritual kingdom. Then you gain personal service to Krishna. Here in this world, devotees can only get a glimpse of those immaterial things. So in this world, we only can get a glimpse of those immaterial things. Okay? They just get a glimpse. The first stage is freedom from the bondage of Maya. The first step is the freedom from the bondage of Maya. So now we are practicing sadhana. We are trying to relieve ourselves from the bondage of Maya. And the climax of this thing is prema. Step one, remove from the bondage of Maya. But the climax of this journey is to achieve prema. The realization of the truth that are beyond, that is beyond the grasp of matter. That means you can't even conceive. It's beyond the grasp, beyond the holding of the matter. Is called Swarupa Siddhi. This is the true knowledge of the relationship between Krishna and the Jiva. So Swarupa Siddhi means is the true knowledge on the relationship between Krishna and us. And when this is acquired, the endeavor for prema as a means and prema as an object or pursue are gained. So when actually we can get the prema after you realize your relationship between Krishna and you. All right. So when this is acquired, all right, that's when you start to see. Example, we are suffering in this place, no money, no nothing. Yeah, so susah lah. Yeah, fine lah, this like that. Okay. And suddenly you realize you are related to some millionaires. Huh? Like who? Ananda Krishnan. Okay. I'm related to Ananda Krishnan. Or Ananda Krishnan left some big sum of money for me. What will be my attitude after this? Okay. What will be my attitude? Maybe I've been saving all my life. I only have little money with me. But suddenly you get an offer letter that your income is 5-figure, say 15,000 a month. So when you start to realize you're going to earn 15,000 in the month, the hard-earned money that you've been accumulating in your bank or whatever, say 3,000-4,000, it seems very insignificant. The struggle of saving every penny, you'll forget. Because you have already got a job that's going to pay you 15,000-20,000 a month. You understand what I'm saying? Do you all understand what I'm saying? Haribol, put a thumbs up if you understand.
Yes, Prabhu.
Huh? What is that?
Yes, yes.
Okay, you understand. So once we start to feel we're going to get something great behind, the struggle of saving every penny, we will forget. Similarly, when we start to realize our true relationship, that and also realize what is our Swarupa Siddhi, so after that, all the endeavor for prema is the means. The prema becomes an object, and the prema becomes the pursuit. The gain and the result of that, the gain is prema. Then what? The spiritual region of Krishna, his spiritual name, his divine attributes, and spiritual pastimes, all these being the necessary object to pursue come under prema. So what happened? After that, the spiritual region, his spiritual name, his divine attributes, his pastimes, all these become necessary object to pursue or come under prema. This is delineated, is mentioned in Prashnopanishad. All these are mentioned in Prashnopanishad. So now what we can understand? So in order to go to the level of prema, we have to read this thing. But after you go to the level of prema, we also read this, but your mellow and the taste will be different. Okay, any questions so far? All right. Now, let's look at the next one. The next paragraph, what Bhakti Vinod Thakur is saying. The holy name has been accepted in all respects to be an incarnation of Krishna on this earth. My dear Prabhus and mothers, please remember this by heart. The holy name has been accepted in all respect as an incarnation of Krishna on this earth. And the holy name comes to you. You as an individual person, you could be able to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What we can understand from this statement of Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So it's an incarnation of Krishna, and now we are having it. And just think, where are you? Who are you actually? You are the authentic one among the mass people of this earth. There are millions and billions of people around the world. But only selected ones get this Sukriti to chant Hare Krishna. Right? It is just like a soil. All right, I give you some example. All right, example like this. Okay, say this is the sand. This is the sand. All right, in this sand, what happened? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. In this sand, you see a little. Can you see any dots here? Prabhus and mothers, can you see any? I'm drawing something. Can you see the dots?
Yes, Prabhu.
So in the soil, I've taken the soil and I start to clear, and I find a little dust of diamond. Gold. This is all gold dust. Or ore. O-R-E. So this is the golden ore. We call it as gold dust. So when I take a lump of soil, dirt, I put it in the water and I start to like salade, and I find little drops of gold dust. Do you understand my analogy?
Yeah.
So in that little sawdust. So that means in the mass population of human species, when you are the people who get the Sukriti to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, you are simply a sawdust, a gold dust in a lump of dirt. This material world is a lump of dirt, and we are the little golden ore. Do you understand?
Yes.
And do you
Prabhu.
see where do we stand? What is ours? So do we still have time for lamentation? No. So holy name is accepted all respect as an incarnation, and that name is, you have it. You have the Cintamani, you have the touchstone. Although he seems to be just a word. Look at that. Although Krishna seems to be just look like a word. You know, K-R-S-N-A, H-A-R-E. Seems to be just a combination of words. Still, by his unimaginable powers, that means he has more than one. So by his unimaginable power, he is spiritual and is special incarnation of Krishna. He is spiritual and is a special incarnation. A special incarnation of Krishna. As Krishna and his name are identical, same, Krishna has descended to the earth. He came down to the earth planet in the form of the holy name. So Krishna's name is the first introduction to Krishna. So Krishna's name is the first introduction to Krishna. Then another term, please underline the statement and please write it down. Write it down somewhere. So what? With determination. We must have a strong determination. All right? We must have a strong determination. So now with determination to reach Krishna, Jiva must first accept the name of Krishna. Write it somewhere and keep it in your pocket. In order for them to reach Krishna, the person must accept the name of Krishna. Whenever you feel dull, don't feel like chanting, tell yourself, if I want to get Krishna, I have to accept the name of Krishna. Accepting name of Krishna is like, for instance, if I got a deity, I have to do Abhishek, I have to do Arati. If I've got Boga, I have to combine and cook. But for the name, what I should do, not simply write and put in your pocket. I have to utter it. But how many times you have to utter it? You have to go on utter it. Uttering so many times we call as chanting. So accept the name. In attempting to determine the significance and the origin of Harinama, all right, in attempting to determine, in order to create the determination, okay, of the significance on the origin of Harinam. So Sri Gopala Guru Goswami. Okay, Gopala Guru Goswami is the one that, that day I told the story, right? When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came out from the toilet by biting his teeth, all right? Okay, anyway. Sri Gopala Guru Goswami, the dearest disciple of Swarup Damodar Goswami, he writes, blessed are they, no doubt, who utter Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, even with indifference. This verse was culled from Agni Puran. Quoted from Agni Puran. What does that mean? He said, blessed are they, blessed are they, no doubt. That means those who utter the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, they are blessed without doubt. And even they do it with indifference. All right? Even with indifference. Even you're not doing it properly, not attempting properly. Imagine how they are blessed. Those who chant the holy name are free from every spot of sin. Those who chant the holy name are free from every spot. Even there's a little spot also free. Mentioned in Brahmanda Puran. This uttering of Hare Krishna coming out from the lips of the Chaitanya inundated the whole world with the flood of prema. So, chanting the word Hare Krishna, which came from the lips of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, inundated. That means it filled up the whole world. It filled up the whole universe, whole world with what? Flood of prema. Why flood? Why water? Because it keeps flowing incessant. Then he says, glory to be the holy name by his will. Towards this last part of this book, you can feel the ecstasy of what they call Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Now you see the words are very ecstatic. That means he's speaking. If you really study the book, my dear Prabhus and Mothers, you can feel how great ecstasy this Bhakti Vinod Thakur was there. Now let's look at the word. Glory be to the holy name of his by his will. Glory to be to the holy name. All glories to the holy name by his will, by Krishna's will. Hence, Sriman Mahaprabhu, as mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita and Chaitanya Bhagavat, himself sang and taught Jiva to count the 16 names of 32 syllables on Tulasi beads. Please pay attention to this. What it says, he sang and taught the 16 names with 32 syllables. That's why chanting the Hare Krishna mantra is very important if you do it properly. We should chant Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. 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 Hare. Hare. Okay, it's already 16. Now let's look at the next one. Hare Rama. Not Ram. What happened if you chant Ram? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. You have already swallowed the second syllable. So you're not chanting 32 syllables. You're chanting 28 syllables. You must be very careful. Okay? When you see the word Rama, all right? You cut the word into half. Rama. 2 words. But what happened if you chant Ram? Sorry. What happened if you chant Ram? It becomes 1 syllable. So, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Okay? Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Have you really chanted the 32 syllable? It's a very specific instruction. You should not chant. Like sometimes the North Indian used to do this. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. They don't even want to say Krishna, they Krishna. I don't know why. The North Indian language, basically, they like to swallow the last word. You know? They always like to follow. They like to make it short. Like my real name is Punithan. The North Indian will call Punit. My initial name is Padita Tarana. But they like to say Padita, Padit. Padita Taran. They still want to swallow the A at the back. Jagannatha. They like to say Jagannath. Alright? So you must be very careful. So that means we should understand the 32 syllable mantra means Hare Krishna. That means you get a 16 syllable mantra times by 2. Because every word got 2. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. So what happened? Ram. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram. You're swallowing the words. So must be very careful. Okay. So Chaitanya Bhagavatam instead says they count the 16 names of 32 syllable on Tulasi beads. Thus, Sri Gopala Guru Goswami explained the 16 names in the following way. Now we're going to read about what is the 16 names. Before we do that, shall we take a short break? Okay. We take a short break. And now, is it okay we overshoot a bit time today? Okay. Now it's we try to go up to 11:15. Is that okay with everyone? Thumbs up.
Okay, Prabhu.
Right. I think we have some new people here. Ilangovan and Silvaraj. Welcome, Prabhus. Silvaraj Prabhu and Ilangovan. Thank you. Welcome.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Where are you from, Prabhu? Ilangovan?
KL, Prabhu.
Oh, you're from KL, right? How about you,
Yeah.
Silvaraj Prabhu? Are you first time to this Krishna conscious or you've been quite?
I'm not, Prabhu. Been
I
for
mean,
a while.
okay.
Already initiated, yeah.
Sorry?
I'm already initiated. Yeah.
Oh, you have taken initiation. What's your name, Prabhu? Initiated name?
Ekeshwara Mugunda Das.
Ikeshwara.
Yeah.
Wow, nice name. Ikeshwara Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Right. Thank you. Actually, we're supposed to do this I think Srimad Bhagavatam. I know that all of you joined because of Srimad Bhagavatam, but we are at the final moment of finishing this subject. Then we're going to start Srimad Bhagavatam from the March. So we are actually at the final moment of chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. All right. Anyway, welcome everyone. Now it's 10:24. We just take a 2 minutes break. Okay, because now we're going to go into a very detailed subject. It's going to be even more exciting. Hare Krishna. All right. So we continue. All right. So now, so Sri Gopala Guru Goswami explained the 16 names in the following way. So let's pay a close attention to this. He says, in the utterance of Hari, all sins are washed from the heart. So when we say Hari, all the sins are washed. Imagine in Malaysia, everybody calling Hari Kamis, Hari Rama, what you call? Hari Raya, everything's Hari. So the word Hari means it washed all the sins from the heart. You can say, but how can that be? The people who eat beef, eat pork, eat all these kind of nonsense things, how the thing can be washed? Because Gopala Guru Goswami says, the utterance of the Hari all the sins are washed from the heart of who? Heart of the wicked. Even the wicked people's heart, when they say Hari, all the sins are washed. An example he gave, as the flame will burn the finger, even though unconsciously thrust into fire. Just like when unconsciously when you touch the fire, your finger will be burnt. Can you imagine? And similarly, even the very casually pronounced the holy name will burn every bit of sin within you. So now you understand why Malaysia we call as Swarna Bhumi. Okay, everybody is chanting the holy name. And of course, in the earlier part of the Harinam Cintamani, we studied who is Vaishnava. Anyone who chants the name of Krishna is Vaishnava. So it looks like in Malaysia, we are living in a land of Vaishnava. Because not even a single person don't chant Hari in Malaysia. Do you all agree with me? Not a single person don't chant Hari in Malaysia. Right? Everybody chants Hari. And there's also a shopping center, Hari Hari. I like to go to that place. Every day they say, Hari Hari, Mari Sini, Hari Hari. So even casually pronounced will burn every bit of sin within you. After that, holy name of the Lord manifests in the absolute truth. He appears in the real truth, absolute truth form in is Chit Ananda.
Hare Krishna,
So the holy
Prabhu.
name, yes, Mataji.
Okay, if when one utters Hari Hari, all their sins will be demolished. But then after that, they again do the same mistake. So
Yeah.
how is that?
Because they don't know. They just they are in what they call they are in ignorance. So they go on chanting Hari 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 Hari. Of course, the seed of bhakti is already sprout. Eventually, they'll come to the right platform. Okay. But after you know the glories, you do it in the name of Hari, finish. You understand, Mataji?
I don't understand that part.
Huh?
I don't understand that part.
Okay, like this. When a person who are in ignorant chant Hari, their sin is removed. After that, they perform sin, they remove, perform sin, like that. It's just go on in a cycle.
Yeah.
Why? Because they are in ignorant.
Okay.
So in other words, we also can put in inverted comma, they are innocent.
Okay.
Invertedly, they're innocent. Inverted, it is not the real innocence. Okay, let me put it here. Okay, you can see the thing. You know, in inverted this thing, they are innocent, but they are not innocent, but they just say innocent in spiritually.
Okay.
So they are because they don't know. They just try to say simply, casually, playfully, just say Hari. But the most important is the Sukriti or the devotional seed is sprouted in their heart. That means in other words, after they leave the body, they go to hell, they come back, and their path of devotional service has been started. Even chanting in ignorant. You got it?
Yes.
But you as a devotee who knows this, okay lah, never mind. Today I just feel like doing something lah. Okay lah, just do lah. Okay, okay. What can I say? What example? Okay, just one example lah. You want to do something which is not it's one of the sinful thing lah. What do you do? Okay lah, I go and do this sin. Then after that I chant Hare Krishna. That is aparat. You got it?
Yes.
See, when a small child take bride, example, I remember when I was a small child, when I was small, I was a class monitor. In those days, the teacher said, whoever make noise, please write the name on the board. And the teacher will come and punish. Those days, Rotan. So I will write the name. And they say, please take my name off. Cannot. Okay, give you 5 cents. Okay, give me 5 cents. I take the 5 cents and I rub. It's bribery, right?
Yeah.
So that's bribery in innocence. But now what happened to our prime minister or the head of the military? You know, he took bribe to give, he took bribe. What happened to them? Finish. They go to the jail. You understand?
Yeah.
Now you understand the concept?
Yes.
So they are just like a small child, but innocently they are doing. Prabhu have other example. What example? What is the example you want, Mataji? Like what? Which example you're talking about?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Just now you have mentioned about this. Mataji has asked a question, right?
Yeah.
Regarding this thing, Prabhu.
Okay. Example. Okay. Let's discuss for a first timer. I think that was your concern, right, Mataji? That means you want to come, but you cannot avoid certain things.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, see, I read your mind. Anyway, what happened to people who want to become a devotee, but cannot give up the habit? Okay, because I have seen people okay, I'll give you one example, good example. There's a nurse in Singapore who have attended my classes before in Gita Gyan. She said, then after some time she came and confessed. She said, Prabhu, I only have these 2 issues I cannot give up. I said, what is that? I'm so addicted to tequila. Every time after the thing, every once a month, at least once a week, they like to go to the bar and drink tequila. It's a kind of alcohol. Second, she loves pork. It looks like she have to eat pork every day. I said, what can I do, Prabhu? I said, doesn't matter. You eat pork, you drink tequila, go ahead, don't stop. But you just chant Hare Krishna. I said, how can that be, Prabhu? I said, then I gave an idea. You must chew your food 16 times before you swallow. You take the food, you chew 1-2 times, you swallow, bad for your health. You must chew 16 times. Doesn't matter, you take the pork, beef, whatever nonsense you put in your mouth, chew 16 times. When you chew, chant Hare Krishna. And when you drink alcohol, you just take Sri Vishnu and drink. And I don't know, the way I said it, stuck in her mind. So whenever she put it, she immediately she chant Hare Krishna. And immediately when she drink tequila, Mom say, "Yo, why lah? I'm drinking tequila, beer. How can I do that?" Okay, mind, don't say anything. Just drink. But you know what happened? In just matter of 2 months, 2 or 3 months, she naturally give up everything. She naturally gave up tequila. She naturally gave up pork. She started to become a devotee. And today she's cooking for Jagannath in Singapore. So what I'm saying is, for a first timer to remove the anarthas from the heart, Harinam is the medicine. Harinam is the medicine to remove all the dirt, all that sinful thought. No meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. But now if you're stuck, it's okay. Don't fake it. Because it's a strong energy. If you're going to fake it, you're going to make a big blunder in your life. Just carry on whatever you do. Chant Hare Krishna. It's a medicine. It's what they call, for COVID, what they give, vaccination. But after you take it as a medicine, then the anarthas will go away. Then after that, the same Harinam will become a nutrition. It's like become a vitamins, nutrition to boost your health, to boost your devotional health. Then after you come to the level of the highest level, the Harinam will become nourishment. It starts to nourish you. In order to heal the disease, Harinam. In order to improve your health, Harinam. After you become very healthy, you want to maintain your health, also Harinam. Doesn't matter. You got it? We discussed that in our earlier part of our Harinam Cintamani. All right? So now the holy name manifests in the absolute truth is called Satchit Ananda. Okay? So Chit Ananda, sorry, not Satchit. Chit Ananda. Chit means what? This message. Oh, okay, you understand, right? Okay. All right? And once you achieve to the Chit Ananda, this is the place where the avidya is destroyed or illusion. Like say just now. First, the holy name manifests in the absolute. First, we remove the sin. When you chant sincerely, you start to remove the sin. We are engaged in this kind of bad habit because of our sinful character before. The effect of that sin. You go on chanting, that is gone. Then after that, the Lord will manifest as absolute truth, Chit Ananda, in the heart. Once the Chit Ananda level you come, it destroys avidya. Vidya means knowledge. When you put A means no knowledge or avidya or illusion. Removed. All right? And it works. That means illusion and also is associated. Because eating meat is eating dead body. It's so disgusting to eat dead body. But when we are in ignorant, we feel the dead body is tasty. The animal is killed. The carcass come to the house. You slice the carcass, put some masala and cook nicely, make a curry, and eating, feeling you feel good because you're getting enough protein. But you're eating a dead body. It's just a cannibalism. So in that dead body illusion, then you say if you drink alcohol, you're poisoning your system. Every single system in your body has been poisoned. That's why you feel like hallucinating like that. Right? It's poisoning because we're in illusion. We think that is nectar. We feel that eating dead body is tasty. So remove that. So the avidya will go off. So once the avidya will go off, once the Chit Ananda comes, because before that, when we are in illusion, we still cannot give up. But once we come to the level when the illusion goes, when your eyes is open, yalla, my God, I have keeping my stomach as their graveyard. It's like a crematorium. Okay, but the crematorium, we burn the body, but here we chew the thing, that get burnt, right? All the thing, and also it's associated, everything is removed. So all this is the work of Harinam. All this is the work of Harinam. Or as it takes off the threefold pangs of miseries, distress, and affliction. The threefold pangs of miseries, distress, and affection. What is the threefold pangs of misery? The suffering come from mind. The suffering come from other living entity. The third is suffering come from the environment. What is the word in Sanskrit, Prabhu? What is it? What is the word? Adi Atmik, Adi Bautik, Adi Atmik, Adi Bautik, and Adi?
Daivik.
Huh?
Adi Daivik.
Daivik, Adi Daivik, yes. The threefold of misery. And how the thing pangs of threefold misery. And also distress. And also affliction. That means the affection. Okay, it takes off. What Krishna, the Harinam will take off. Take it off. Then he is therefore called Hari. So what happened? Hari means the one who removed the sin. At the same time, Hari also means the one who steal away. Steal away. What steal away means? What does that mean? What you call stealing? When people steal? When you are not paying attention. When you are sleeping very happily at night, the robber will come and steal your goods without you noticing. When you are walking on the street, suddenly a pickpocketer will come and steal your wallet. So the word stealing means to take it without even you realizing it. Similarly, when you go into chant Hare Krishna, without you realizing all that illusion, avidya, all that nonsense things that I have in our heart, without you realizing, will be stolen. Not only that, even your threefold miseries, your distress and the affliction will be stolen away from you. Isn't that fantastic? So, in other words, Hari also called, okay, because he drives out all the threefold distress. Okay, Hari also called, or Hari is so called because he drives out the threefold distress of every animate and inanimate being. Animate means what? All right, animate means we are animate. Inanimate like trees, plants. Even it can remove the threefold miseries. So in other words, when we go around chanting in the park or wherever, when I chant Hare Krishna here, the trees are listening, every living inanimate, all are listening, stone, everything. All will be drive out. Or because the mind of the 14 worlds is charmed by hearing and singing, the spiritual attributes of Hari. Right? At the same time, okay, that means in other words, he drives out all the threefold distress of every animate and inanimate being, or because the mind of the 14 worlds is charmed by hearing and singing of the spiritual attributes of Hari. So that means the mind of, okay, how can I say this? Because the mind of 14 world, the 14 world means all the, from the hellish planet up to Satya Yoga, Satya Loka, all these are called 14 planetary system. Okay, is charmed. That means all these 14 planetary system is also charmed. That means it's like charmed, afflicted by hearing and singing the attributes of Hari. Or as he, by exceedingly beautiful before the loveliness of the beauty of 1,000 cupids, which causes these to hide their faces in shame, he also fascinates all man and incarnation. Hence, he is also called Hari. So, what is the third thing? First is Hari is a remove of the sin. Number 2, Hari rob away every anarthas from you. Number 3, Hari is the one that charms every living entity, including the 14 planetary system. Number 4, Hari is very beautiful, exceedingly beauty, before the loveliness of and beauty of 1,000 cupid. Is even more beautiful than the cupid. The cupid is Madan. Is very beautiful. Even is 1,000 times more beautiful than the cupid. And because of this, it causes this hide their face in shame. So the cupid also feels shy. Oh my God, someone is more prettier than me. They also even shy, hide the face. And he also fascinates all men and incarnation. So he fascinates, everybody is easily attracted to Krishna. And also all kind of incarnation. And because of that, he fascinates everything. He put Madan or the Cupid in shame. That's why he is also called as Hari. The sixth thing. All right. Which is also, he says, which is in the vocative case. That means vocative means its vocabulary. In the speaking thing is pronounced as Hare. So we should understand Hare that we are pronouncing is actually Hari. But why we call it Hare? Because it's the vocative case. It's a case of vocabulary. All right. All right. How can I give an example? Can you think of any example? Do you understand what I'm saying? Anyone who don't understand? If you don't understand, I explain. If you understand, I just move on. All good? Please put a thumbs up. You all understand or not? Why so quiet? Okay. Great. All right. So Hari became Hare because of the vocative vocabulary pronunciation when the word combined. Okay. Okay. I believe you understand. Eh? If you don't understand, you must ask now. If not, you'll be the biggest loser. Anyway, so which is the invocative? Okay, pronounce Hare. That's why the word Hare is pronounced. Because the Hare became a vocative. That means the way of saying it in the combination of Krishna. Okay, now. Or again, according to the views of the Brahma Samhita, she who fascinates the mind of Hari by her prema swarupa. Okay, she who fascinates the mind of Hari by her prema swarupa, attachment and love is hara. What does that mean? That means again, she who fascinates. Hari itself so beautiful. But there's someone even fascinates the mind of Hari. How she fascinates? Through her prema, unconditional love, prema swarupa. So that means what? Srimati Radhika is none other than prema swarupa. Okay, the personified of prema. And attachment and love is called as hara. So that means, in other words, the word hara is also Srimati Radhika, the daughter of Vrishabhanu. So far, do you all understand? All good? Am I audible? All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Understood.
So that means Hari is, we understand just now, Hari is, have many meanings. At the same time, there's another, because of that, because of vocative, we call Hare. But then there's a step one. Now we come in the second step. At the second step, there's someone who fascinates the mind of Hari through her prema swarupa. That means the form of prema is none other than Srimati Radhika, the daughter of Vrishabhanu. And she is also called as Hara or Hare. So the vocative case for Hara is Hare. Can you imagine the first word Hari got how many meaning? And this is so in a summary. First, Hari is the one who everything he did. Second, Hari is the one who attracts. Hari is the one who attracts the. This thing is a swarupa. Is the form of prema of Radhika. So when you chant Hare Krishna, you remember Hare means the beautiful form of Radhika that attracts Krishna, the most attractive one. The attractor of the attractive. So the meaning of Krishna according to the views of Agama is this Krishna who is Ananda in form and attracts every object is Para Brahma. Okay. The meaning of Krishna. Now we are going to the word Krishna. What is the meaning? The meaning of Krishna. So the meaning of Krishna, according to the Agama, Agama Sastra. Agama is a kind of book on rituals. Not the Malay word Agama. Agama. So according to the view of Agama, the ritualistic this thing on the Agama Sastra, Krishna is Ananda. Krishna is Ananda in form. Okay, it's blissful in form and he attracts every object. Also known as Parabrahma. Okay. Krishna, when in the vocative case, is also Krishna. So now Hari in vocative stage, Hare. Radhika in vocative stage, Hare. But Krishna in vocative state, also Krishna. Got it? Then the Agama says, the Shastra says, O goddess, all guilt and sinful motives vanish from the heart at the very sound of Ra. So the Agama Shastra also continues. He says, O goddess, all guilt, all kind of guilt, all kind of sins. That means guilt means sins. Are you guilty? Or in other words, are you sinful? Yes. All kind of guilt, the performance, and the sinful motives. Say you have some sinful motives. I want to eat more meat. I want to drink more alcohol. Motives vanishes from the heart. It simply vanish, destroy, disappear. When at the very sound of Ra. At the very sound of Ra, all the sinful motives vanishes. Then the door in the form of Ma is attached in order to shut all these evils. Ra means vanishes. Ma means door, that lock the door. So when the thing goes out, we cannot come back. All the thing goes out, the door is closed. Cannot come back again. So Ra means vanishes. Ma means blocking from the thing to come back to you. Are you with me, my dear Prabhus and mothers? Okay. Okay. Ma is attached to it in order to shut all those evils. Shut the door that shuts down. At the same time, prevent them from re-entering the heart. So it's prevent them. Ra, Ma. So Ra means throw away. Ma means shut down so that it never come back to you. These together gives us Rama. Okay. Now, the Puranas have further said, Krishna, who is cleverer than the cleverest, Krishna is the cleverer of the cleverest, witty than the greatest wit, who is presiding deity of all spiritual pastime, and who is eternally engaged in spiritual dalliance with Sri Radha, is termed as Rama. Please underline the statement. Purana says Krishna is cleverer than the cleverest, witty than the wittier, presiding deity of all spiritual pastime, who is eternally engaged in spiritual dalliance of Sri Radha.
So what is dalliance?
Huh?
What is
dalliance? Dalliance, Prabhu?
Yeah.
Dalliance means a spiritual, that means a association or in a more conjugal mood.
Thank you.
In more conjugal. In other words, a romantic mood.
Thank you.
Spiritual romance with Sri Radha. So what is that spiritual romance means? What is romance? What do you get in romance? Prabhus and mothers, what do you think? What do you get in romance? Come on. Hello? Anybody home? Knock, knock, knock.
Happiness. Happiness.
Happiness. Where the happiness will end up? Happiness? Romantic feeling don't give you happiness.
Conjugal.
Oh, what does it give? Pleasure. Correct. Pleasure. So, romantic feeling gives pleasure. So, Rama means what? Reservoir of pleasure. We're only getting a little pleasure. But here we're talking about one full reservoir, one big dam reservoir full of pleasure. So, this is what is mentioned here. Okay, now let's go through this. So, he gives engage in spiritual dalliance with Sri Radha is also called as Prema. Correct. Guru Mataji, thank you so much. So now, what he says, devotees who thirst for Prema. If you have so much of thirst, all right, thirst, all right. If you say, oh, if you have so much of hunger, hunger is different. Okay. Why? When you use the word hunger, Yes, hunger. Right? You feel hungry at one moment. Maybe you feel hungry in the morning, you feel hungry in the afternoon, you feel hungry at night. But thirst, you can feel thirsty the whole day. You drink one this thing, after a few minutes, you feel thirsty. You can go on drinking water the whole day. Yes or not? We don't walk around with our tiffin carrier, but we walk around with our water bottle. So devotee with thirst, that means the thirst is continuous, what they call desire, continuous. Those who thirst for prema, who wants the real prema, are on the way to it and are on the way to prema. What they do? They chant and realize this holy name of Hare Krishna by counting on beats. So when we start to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, how we should start? Hare, the reservoir of all, the Hare, the conjugal, the romantic feeling of Srimati Radharani with Krishna, who attracts Sri Krishna. Krishna is cleverest of the clever, witty of the wittiest. He is this and that extreme. But Krishna surrenders to Radharani, and that is Hare. So Hare, Srimati Radharani has Krishna in his grave, in her grave. So we are calling upon her. So we are calling upon that Hare. Krishna. Krishna is the all. Then Hare, Rama. Ra means I know all my sins are leaving my body. Ma means shutting down, so the thing never come back. At the same time, they are going to expose me to the pleasurable ocean of pleasure, the reservoir of pleasure. That is how powerful is this Maha Mantra. While chanting and remembering the name, they incessantly remember his spiritual characteristic. Incessantly means what? Without stopping, it's keep going. Remember his spiritual characteristic by explaining to the mind the meaning of the name. Please take this as a tips. Please take this as a tips. So what he says, what Bhakti Vinod Thakur is saying, by chanting the holy name, counting on the beats, while chanting, you remember first thing, they incessantly remember the spiritual characteristic by explaining to the mind the meaning of the holy name. So you have to explain it to your mind. My dear mind, Hare is what? Hare steals everything. You know what? Hare coming to steal all my anarthas. Hare is a greatest thief. He not only steal all the anarthas. All right. At the same time, he also gives so much of pleasure. So Rama, Hare means also Radharani. He's not only going to steal all my anarthas, but he's going to give me all the prema, all that, what they call the reservoir. Radhika. Krishna means what? Rama means what? So you keep telling your mind. So you keep, in other words, you're talking to yourself. All right. So what do you do? This part of the book, this part of the things, can you just take photo? Do you all have a book with you, right? Or anyone who got the book, can you just take photo of this paragraph and share in the group? Oh, yeah, I got it. Okay, maybe I can do it then. All right. I think for those Prabhu who just joined, I don't think so you got a book with you. Or if you have a book, it's good. So now, in this way, their heart very soon freed. How? By keep telling your mind, hey, mind, Hare Krishna is this, Rama is this, Krishna, telling your mind. So when we do this, their heart very soon freed from every spot and become pure. Very soon. So Bhakti Vinod Thakur giving the tips how to get rid of it very quickly and becomes pure and stainless. That means there's no stain there. With the morning twilight of the holy name, as the heart is purified by constant remembrance, the holy name dawns on the horizon of the transparent heart with full shining rays. Wow. Wonderful. I love Bhakti Vinod Thakur's book. I love his writing. Beautiful. All right, let's look at this. What does this mean? With the morning twilight of the holy name. What is the morning twilight? In between the sunrise and before the sunrise. It's a two light, dark and light is coming up. That means it's the rising of the sun. So when the chanting of Hare Krishna is like rising of the sun, like in the twilight. Okay, in the twilight morning. As the heart is purified by constant remembrance, I go on constantly remember. By the time the sun sets, by the time the holy name dawns, that means it come and setting in your heart. Okay, first is rising, and now his sun is setting, dawn, evening. Sun is setting down. So now the holy name sets down on the horizon of a transparent heart. He start to set in your heart. Transparent heart means what? The heart with zero anarthas, zero what they call zero contamination. There's no contamination in the heart. It's transparent. I don't have ego. I don't have ahankar. People call me idiot. People call me fool. People call me whatever. I'm not attracted because they're only bodily relationship. You know? So now you come to the level of transparency. In that transparent heart, the dawn of the holy name will start to sink in. How? By full shining rays. Wow. You all get it? All of you? Okay, no questions. I hope you all. Anyway, you have right to ask question. Please don't hesitate. Now, after that, what Bhakti Vinod Thakur is saying, those who have accepted the holy name. What happened? Those who accept the holy name are either self-realized devotees or are still trotting onwards to the self-realization. Only two options. Those who have accepted the holy name, either they are self-realized or they are still trotting onwards. That means they're still crawling onwards to self-realization. Right? There's nothing other than this. Of these, the latter class of devotees are divided according to the early and advanced stages. What does that mean? So, of these, the latter class. What is latter means? Latter class means the one who are still trotting towards the self-realization. Okay? These are the people of devotees are divided according to their early and advanced stages. Either you're just newly starting or you're going towards advanced. And they are all under the second stage, trotting towards self-realization. Then, besides this, devotees who are eternally free no longer confuse the soul for the body. That means those devotees who are eternally free. That means those who have really freed from all this confusion. All right, no longer confused. They have no longer confusion for the soul for the body. That means they're no more confused between the soul and they don't take anything in relationship. Anything with the material body is matter. They're not paying attention. That's why I see like Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, like Vamshi Das Babaji. You know, people like to throw stone at him, thinking there's a madman. But he don't, because he said, this is happening. Okay, we read that in Nectar of Devotion. Is it Nectar of Devotion or Bhakti Loka? The story of Avanti Brahmana. You all remember the story of Avanti Brahmana? Someone? Anyone remembers the story of Avanti Brahmana in 11th Canto Srimad Bhagavatam?
Yeah.
Yes. So Avanti Brahmana could tolerate everything because he has no more confusion between the soul and the body. And what they do? They never identify themselves with the body or mind. You know who am I? You know how great I am? You know what is my education? Who are you to tell me? And you know what surprising thing? Even though we are trying to be humble, without realizing, the idea will come out. It happened right in front of my eyes, I think around 2 or 3 weeks ago. My wife, she's a very, what they call, a very high-flying person in this pharmaceutical field, in psychiatry. One day, she was in the temple. There's one devotee was like, do this, do that. And And suddenly she looked at him and said, in my office, I am a big boss. Everybody listen to me. And here, you're pushing me like a mate. I got a shock. After that, oh, okay. Sorry, Mataji. I asked her, my wife, I said, did you realize what did you say? I told you how many times when you come into the temple, you put your slipper outside, you wash your leg, you are coming in as a dasi, as a servant. You are not going to take any of your anartha, say that you are a hell of a big things. Oh, I didn't realize that. So that's when I start to realize, because all these are inbuilt, is in the fiber of ourselves. Sometimes without we realizing, the thing can manifest. So that's why totally remove all the dust, the chanting of holy name, you remove everything. And these are the people never identify themselves with the body and the mind. In the early stage, okay, now in the beginning stage, what happened? Devotee begin to chant the name at the fixed number. First step, what we do? We chant the name in a fixed number. So what usually we start? We chant 16 rounds. That's our fixed number. Okay. Then they chant, okay, Hare Krishna, 16 rounds, we are done. But secondly, please pay attention to this. But then, as they gradually increase their counting, they come to the stage when their tongue does not stop for a moment from singing the holy name. So that's what I've been keep saying that for this thing. Are we happy that we should remain in 16 rounds? 16 rounds is minimum standard set by Prabhupada. And all our Guru Varga will do that. Initiate you said you chant minimum 16 rounds. Minimum 16 rounds means you are expected to increase it, not stick with 16 rounds. So that's what it says here. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, first step, you set your fixed number, 16 rounds. But then you try to gradually increase. You increase to 32. Then increase to 64. We have many people are chanting 64 now. Then after 64, we try to gradually increase and increase. And when you start increasing, when a day will come where your tongue does not stop a moment of singing the holy name. All right, that is the thing. So we have to check and balance. My tongue can remain without chanting the holy name? So we have to strive for it. We have to work hard for it. Don't be happy sitting on 16. Okay? Don't be happy. I'm doing 16 now. Not enough. It's minimum. You have to strive for B and A. Don't remain in C. In school subjects. Oh, Dad, I come back. I am passed. What you got C? Why you got C? You told me to pass. I passed. Can we agree with the children says, I'm a C star student? No. We want you to become an A star student. Then we have put a lot of effort, give him more education, more tuition, everything, so he hit A star. That is the natural aspiration. So don't remain in 16 thinking you're very comfortable. It's not advisable. So it says, that's why the tongue does not stop for a moment by singing the holy name. Although devotees in their first stage have no taste for the holy name. Initially, when they start, they cannot get the taste. Even after 20, 30, even I also not getting the taste. After chanting, I'll be grumbling to my the boy, Vraja Prema. How come? I did so many rounds, no taste. All right. You have to pray to Nama Prabhu. So the devotee, the first stage, have no taste for the holy name. Because you know why? Their tongues are cholera stricken by avidya. It's like cholera disease. Prabhu, why they use cholera, Prabhu? Vaishnava Prabhu?
I'm also
cholera
surprised. I'm very surprised.
Is it cholera means your tongue will become numb or what?
No, Prabhu.
Maybe I think during 1900s, cholera is a horrible disease, I think. Deadly disease.
No, cholera is only dehydration, Prabhu.
And I'm talking about in 1900s.
Yeah, whenever it's always only dehydration.
Cholera. But people die of cholera, right?
Yeah, very easily, Prabhu.
Yeah, that's the thing. So that's why maybe Bhaktivinoda Thakur is using cholera.
But
because in 1900...
it doesn't give you numbness, Prabhu.
Oh, is that so? Or in other words, maybe it's like deadly disease, lah. Not because of numbness.
You keep on having diarrhea.
Diarrhea. Okay. I think during when the time Bhakti Vinod wrote this, maybe that time was a cholera outbreak, I think.
Oh, there is always there. India always got, Babu.
India, okay. So maybe that's what it meant. So although their tongue are cholera stricken by avidya, by ignorance, still, but still it's okay. Even your tongue is cholera stricken, still okay. But what you need to do, a patient and continuous utterance of the name proves to be the only remedy. So that doesn't matter at all. Even we can go continuously utter the name, okay, and you have to have a lot of patience. So be patient and go on saying, chanting the holy name. It proves that's the only remedy. Okay. Then later they will feel uneasy if stopped. And after that, if you stop chanting, you feel, yeah, why did I stop? From singing the name. So now the tips is a constant and regardful chanting. Constant and regardful means attentive chanting. It produces a supreme liking for him. This is the one that produces a supreme liking for the holy name. Right? Okay, we do this as a last paragraph, then we stop here. All right. Zeal and earnestness. All right, zeal means what? Zeal means endeavor, over endeavoring, and earnestness, really working for it. To avoid offenses. That means we have to fully endeavor and really work hard. That means really we have to work hard to avoid offenses to the holy name. This is very needful in the first stage. It's very important, which can be done only by an avoidance of worldly-minded man. So all this possible if we avoid any kind of karmi, worldly-minded people, and keeping the company of the devotees. Okay, very straightforward. Incessant chanting. Incessant means never ending. Continuous chanting of the holy name will, when the first flow has passed away, naturally increase a love for the name and kindness to the jiva. So what does that mean? Incessantly chanting of the holy name, just like the river flowing. So see, sometimes you can see in Kaveri, India. In Kaveri, it's a dry where the river become dry. At one moment when the river start to flow, the first flow of river will be full of debris and dirt. So the river of Harinam is coming and is coming to you. It's flowing, is washing away all the anarthas, all the unwanted is just get washed away. After that, you see the pure water flowing. So that means it's an incessant chanting of the thing. When the first flow has passed away, as has already gone, all the anarthas gone, then what happened? Naturally, it increases the love for the name and also kindness to jiva. That means you'll be very merciful to all living entities. In these, karma, jnana, and yoga have nothing to do. Nothing to do. If they are working are strong, even then, they may help the devotees of the holy name in maintaining their livelihood. If they are working are strong, even then, they may help the devotees of the holy name in maintaining the livelihood. So that means, if they are working are so strong, that means the karma, jnani, and yogi, all these people, they are working are so strong. What they advise? What they advise? That means they may help the devotees of the holy name. That means the devotees, you can help them by giving them some alms, some this thing to maintain their livelihood. So support the devotees who are chanting, so that they don't need to think about, oh, good, get a work, going back for food, wasting their, that means they're blocking the time from chanting. Okay, you understand? If Krishna's holy name is sung with firm inclination, if Krishna's holy name is chanted with firm conviction, it will before long cleanse the heart and burn away avidya. Before you can even think of, it cleanses your heart and burn all your ignorance. And the ignorance vanishes, the brighter illumination of true, unbiased abnegation. When the avidya, when the ignorance is destroyed, the brighter illumination, you will be illuminated in your true self. Unbiased abnegation. That means without have any duality. That means you're not biased, unbiased. Abnegation, ideology. And a sense of this relationship. That means in this kind of feeling of relationship between Krishna and Jiva will appear in the heart. That's when the Krishna and this thing. So now, numberless times has been proved to be true among the wise. So that means it says numberless time means, that means there's no number. It's unlimited. Unlimitedly has been proven to be true among the acharyas. The wise means acharyas or the pure devotees. Phew. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. So with this, we end the session today. Thank you so much. And tomorrow we are going to the page 102. So 102, that means we are coming towards the end of our book with happy heart. Okay. In your book is where? Realization of truth is beyond the grasp. The holy name between accept all respect. At the utterance of Hari. Okay, all these I remember must. Please remind me to take photo and send to you. With a happy heart. With the happy heart. With the happy heart. Those who have accepted the holy name, see you. Okay, with the happy heart. Okay, page 137. Prabhus, mothers. Okay, page 137 with happy heart. Okay, we continue this tomorrow. So tomorrow will be 1, 2. I think tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we could complete our session. All right. So, is there any quick question? Any comment before we end the session? Elangon Prabhu, how do you find the class, Prabhu? And another person is not here. Okay.
Okay, bro. Good.
Yes. Please join us also tomorrow, Prabhu.
We'll try to whenever I'm free, bro.
Sure. Oh, because all this also we going to also share in the YouTube. If you can't follow the
Okay.
live classes, you also can follow the YouTube channel. YouTube. All this will be uploaded. Okay, anyone else?
Thank you, bro.
Yes, my pleasure, bro. Okay. Okay, if there's no question, we end the session here. Thank you so much for a wonderful session. It's really a great ecstatic moment of discussing this Harinam Cintamani by Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Till then, have a beautiful day. Pancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha paditanam pavinibhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. Gaura Premanande. Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye.